Cruz Show, Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip hop. I'm Cruz. That's Jeff Garcia, the sports dude, and Jeremiah Yolkut, Vice President, Global Events, Major League Baseball, on with us right now. This is our guy already. We've already made friends with this guy, and we're going to hang out this summer. I mean, listen, it's amazing. Welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, thanks, guys. And
yes, sir.
Glad to join you.
Yeah, man. So we're hanging out this summer. We're coming over to the house.
Yeah, no problem. I have 4 kids, so you just let me know when you're ready to start babysitting, and we'll be happy to have you.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, listen, yes, I want to ask you a question, though. How old are the kids?
They range. I have a variety of them. So if you like the younger ones, I go 4, maybe some bedtime issues, all the way up to 12, who's just getting to those teenage years. So you just let me know which one you want to take.
Oh, yeah, no. Garcia's got 2 teenage boys, and they're huge. And so he's got that covered. No problem.
Yeah, I am willing to trade you 2 teenage boys for 3 under 12. Yeah, can we get the commissioner to approve that?
That sounds like a bad deal, and on first pass, we'll wait for your counteroffer.
Okay.
And that's how it gets done, folks. That's how it gets done.
That's MLB business right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yo, listen, it's going down, man. The 2022 Allstar activities, so much going on, right? I mean, the Allstar 2022 activities. Yeah, so much happening. A lot of firsts as well. It's beachfront, which is amazing. I love that. That's so California. That's so LA. I love that. And just so much is happening here, man. This is exciting. A very exciting time.
Yeah, listen, All-Star Weekend LA is going to be pretty hyped up. I mean, we when we look at a market like Los Angeles, where they know how to host big events, we said to ourselves, we know we're going to do great events at Dodger Stadium, right? We do that in every market we go to. But we wanted to be true to what happens here in LA. And so being by the water is key. Being in a big entertainment mecca down at LA Live is key. And then, of course, putting on the big show, which we do so well at Dodger Stadium, is key. So really, it's a 3-hub strategy. And we're going to activate for any kind of fan, casual baseball fan. Maybe they just want to interact with our brand a little bit. Maybe they want to watch a game. There's all the opportunity out there that people want to have.
So great.
Jeremiah, talk about some of the differences in those events. I mean, like everybody knows the standard, right? Like, the celebrity game, the home run derby. And then, like you said, there's a whole week starting July 15th, right? Like with activities throughout. What are some of the differences that fans right away can expect that you can highlight right now? Talk about.
Yeah, listen, when we kick things off Friday, July 15th at Santa Monica Pier and Beach, those fans over the course of that weekend are going to get a real baseball interactive experience that's going to be on the pier itself. So all those great pier activities that happen all the time, the amusement park, all the shops and the restaurants will be hyped up as they usually would on a summer weekend. And then we're going to overlay on the actual pier deck baseball interactives, different thematics around All-Star, some of our brand opportunities. On the beach, we're going to have an actual diamond on the beach so kids and folks can play baseball on the sand. We're going to have sand sculptures. We're going to have different activities for the family to come out. Listen, at Santa Monica Pier, the folks in Santa Monica have told us, you're talking about thousands of people that go there every weekend in the summer. So our thought is we're going to bring our brand to the people. They don't even have to come down to that event. They're going to be there already. You want to stop and suntan for a little bit and then stop by. The MLB activation is great. You want to go in the ocean, stop by. Yeah. Very casual, very laid back, very Southern California.
Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about. That sounds like, that's perfect for my family, for your family, Garcia, many families throughout Los Angeles. Yeah. How much time goes into planning all of this? I mean, it seems massive. Does it start at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, it starts even earlier than that. So typically, this one's unique, right? So typically, the commissioner awards it several years out, and we start the initial planning with the city and all the local entities and the host club. And then we really dive deep in about, I would say, the August-September range. So we finish All-Star one year and we start the planning the next year. But as you guys know, the pandemic brought down the 2020 All-Star game. And so this one has actually had the luxury of a full two-year planning process, which allowed us to develop some of these new concepts. And not only build on what we had planned for 2020, but enhance it by going out to the oceanfront area, by putting more activations within LA Live. And so we've done a really thorough job of making sure that we were activating what should be a great 2022 All-Star Week here in LA.
Yeah, man. Garcia, are we going? What are we doing, man? Let's do this.
Yeah, we have to. I've never been. I covered one All-Star game and it was in Anaheim quite a few years back, but I've never been just to enjoy it, let alone go to all these type of activities. What I dig too, Jeremiah, is that you guys are doing a beach cleanup. I am a surfer. And I haven't done it in a while because I had back surgery in October, but I cannot wait to get back into the ocean here very soon. But that's something that's near and dear to my heart, man. Ocean and beach cleanup. These are our sanctuaries. These are places where we go to let off all this LA steam from the traffic and everything else and the stress of our lives. So the fact that MLB is invested in doing beach cleanups and taking over that ocean front and providing activities and fun for all the families that may not be able to afford to go to the big ticket events like the game or the home run derby, you know. So I just want to applaud you for doing that as well. That's important,
very
you know.
cool.
Yeah. The community initiatives that we do, and including all the sustainability stuff you just mentioned, that's a key part of All-Star. We actually left a legacy even in 2020 when we took down the game with different community initiatives where we're able to help with funding to make sure that we're leaving the community stronger than how we found it. And making sure that in a collaboration with those community initiatives, we talk about sustainability, which is a key initiative of ours. That sustainability efforts, not only at the beach and the Heal the Bay stuff that we're doing along the beach area through the weekend, but also down at LA Live, we're taking those sustainability initiatives and recycling efforts. And at the ballpark, we have a whole team that's dedicated to that. So we want to be good corporate citizens at MLB. We recognize that it's about the big events, but it's also about being smart and socially responsible. And so those are key components of any event we do across the globe.
So cool. And Jeremiah, Jeremiah, the block party that's going on as well, man. Is that where we're meeting? Is that our meeting point?
Yeah, I think that could be a cruise. Based on our conversation this morning, I think that could be a good spot for you.
Yes,
a lot of our partners are activating, and they'll be giving out all kinds of good giveaways and different items out there. So you're now shifting to what I call sort of the entertainment mecca of Los Angeles, which is the LA Live activation. We've renamed it for that week. MLB Live and DTLA, trying to stay true to some of the lingo that you guys use out here in LA.
Right.
So we'll be activating from Saturday through Tuesday at the LA Convention Center right next to LA Live, what we call Play Ball Park, which is our primary fan experience. That's a convention center model where you can interact with baseball, interact with softball, interact with our partners. The block party's on the doorstep of LACC. As you go into the LA Live activation, on Sunday night, we're going to have the MLB draft on Xbox Plaza. On Tuesday, we're going to have the red carpet show where the players get all decked out in their finest with their families. And they walk an actual red carpet through Xbox Plaza onto Chick Hearn. So what we're doing out in LA Live is really creating a lot of the baseball thematics and some of the traditional things that you may have seen around All-Star, but raising them to a different level on the stage that LA Live has to offer. So those events are all programmed. They're available to the public. Some are free, some are paid. It really, whatever you want as a fan, there's an offering for you somewhere here in Los Angeles.
That's what it sounds like. I love it, man. Amazing. You guys hit like every corner. It's just, that's what it's about.
Yeah, and allstargame.com is the best place for people to go and basically customize what they want to do from the 15th to the 19th. There's opportunities to get tickets still, certainly for the Play Ball Park elements in the LACC right now. There's a promotional offer for the next few days to get those tickets a little bit discounted. As tickets become available at the ballpark, allstargame.com is the best source for those. And so any of the information that you need, we try to put it out there. We launched everything yesterday. We'll continue to have some exciting announcements. And I know right in your wheelhouse are some of the musical tie-ins that we'll have. We have some big announcements coming over the next couple of weeks around how music will fold into each of the hubs, right? What's relevant at the oceanfront may be different than what's relevant at the ballpark. And we're going to bring some of the noise when it comes to music. It's a key part of a lot of the initiatives we do across the league to be culturally relevant. So those announcements are coming soon, but we can reconvene as the summer goes along and talk a little bit more about that when we get there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And how many people are we expecting to be out there?
You know, that's a number that varies by city. And I'll rely on the Sports Commission and others to come up sort of with those numbers. Obviously, we're going to have sellout crowds at the ballpark.
Yeah.
Like I said, Santa Monica estimates in the tens of thousands of people that pass through Santa Monica Pier on an average weekend day. And then, you know, similarly down at LA Live, I think we'll have some good pass-through traffic because we're driving so many people to different events that whether you're working downtown or you want to come downtown and stay for some of those activities, we're hoping to see great attendance here in LA. I think you guys have seen that at some of the other big events you hosted, and we're just raising it level to a new.
Oh, absolutely. No, it'll be, man, people are outside and it's going to be an amazing time. What's up, Garcia?
I was going to say, you know, back to that musical guests and those potential announcements that you have here coming up. I'm just saying, I saw Kendrick Lamar out in the right field bleachers a couple of weeks ago with the people, man. I mean, he's a big Dodger fan. I'm just saying, you know, that might be an automatic right there. You know,
he's got a project on its way as well.
Yeah, no, listen, there's a lot of relevant names. You know what's great about baseball is there's so many fans that grew up with the sport and have stayed connected to our sport. And you know how culturally relevant our sport is, especially as it relates to some of our consumer products, things like the hat, right? I mean, everybody's wearing MLB caps around the country and around the world, and our brand is really identifiable. So what's great is that a lot of musical talent wants to be part of our events, and we're talking to a lot of those folks and figuring out how to fold them in. They want to come watch the game great. They want to perform great. There's a lot of ways that they can also be a part of it. So we're excited to have some of the names that you had mentioned be as a consideration of who's going to on the slot.
Well, if you need a few more names, just go ahead and let us know, man. Text Garcia. We can talk about it.
Yeah. Well, Garcia could be our headliner. I mean, we could just put him up there as the headliner if we really
Let's go,
to.
Jeff.
If we really want to raise the
That's it. Jeff Global. That's it. Well, listen, I'm so excited because honestly, this is just, to encompass all these great activities in 4 or 5 days and do what you're doing for the city. We're thankful because when COVID hit and 2020 didn't happen, at Dodger Stadium, it was such a bummer and such a letdown. And to have it be back, not only in full force, but just elevated and just the way, just to the detail that you guys are doing here. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And we're so thankful that you're doing this for our city. And again, can you give everybody the website so we make sure they get in there and get in early on these activities, especially with some of those discounts that you mentioned as well?
Yeah, allstargame.com, nice and simple. Log on to www.allstargame.com, all one word, and you can get all the details that you need from ticketing to schedules. And as we make more announcements, you can always find the latest information there. I would just echo sort of what you said, which is thanking MLB for coming back to the market after the 2-year hiatus because of COVID. But it's because of the Dodgers, and it's because of Mayor Garcetti, his administration, the city of Los Angeles and city of Santa Monica opening up the opportunity for us to program at the beach and the pier. Those partnerships are what we need to host big events. And so the residents of the metro area should know that your elected officials and the folks that are trying to make sure that LA remains relevant are doing their job. And we're appreciative of all the support that we've gotten from all the local entities. And I can't tell you how excited I hear. It's about just under 11 weeks till the All-Star game itself. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be able to activate in this market. It's going to be really lit up.
It's going to be great. The energy in the city is just going to be on fire. And Garcia's right. The people of Los Angeles, the fans of Los Angeles deserve this. And, Dodger fans are just an amazing group of fans, family of fans. And this is something for their entire family and for every baseball fan to enjoy. Let's be honest, right? So we thank you again on behalf of the city. This is just great. We can't wait.
We're excited to be here. We look forward to having you guys out there, and we'll definitely talk more as we get closer about some of the latest details. We appreciate the efforts.
Yes, please. No, listen, if you have more details, you let us know, man. Use this platform. Let's talk to the city, man.
No doubt, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
We appreciate it.
Take care.
Have a good day.
You too.